Hey everyone, welcome to the beach with General Sunbeam.
Aloha! Glad you could join us.
Relax, soak up the sun, and enjoy.
Oh boy. All right, testing, mic check, mic check. Once again, promoting my Wattpad channel, General Sunbeam, Sunbeam007. At the time of this recording, at this hour, 2:15 p.m. Texas Central Daytime, still stuck at 10 followers. Last post, December 2025 at 3:07. See, still stuck at 10 followers, even back at December 2025 at 3:07 p.m. I am still at 10 followers. I don't know what the heck is going on. Still stuck at 10 followers here. All right. Supremacy anime pitch, anime project pitch, Wattpad to original anime, General Sunbeam live, part 5. Oh my gosh. It's hot. Oh, too much work, too much stress. Now, who is messaging me now on the messenger chat? Uh, okay, it's just my wife. My wife and her friends. Well, I'm busy live streaming and trying to grow here, trying to make a name for myself. So anyway, viewer discretion is advised, just as always. First Amendment and open door policy, liberty of censorship, freedom of speech, freedom of expression, freedom of press, media recording, and again, freedom of religion, freedom of protest and peaceful protest, demonstration, and petition under the First Amendment rights of the United States Constitution here in the United States of America in Central Texas. So once again, the viewer discretion is advised. And for those watching, viewers and audience, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for hearing me out from start to finish. Thank you for following. Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate the repost and share, spreading the word. Hoping to fulfill my dream, my in-game career goal here. Supremacy Anime Project Pitch. Wattpad to original anime. General Sunbeam Live Part 5. Welcome to General Sunbeam live stream. Part 5. This is the 5th live stream continuing this endeavor to fulfill my dream career goal in this super competitive, oversaturated, and unfair in this artistic field, climbing up the ladder and hoping to make a name for myself and be well known across the internet, offline and online. This live stream continues my long-term creator journey and public campaign to develop Supremacy Clash Between Heroes and Villains, my original Wattpad story, into a professionally produced 2D anime series pipeline, a traditional human-led pipeline. I mean, I would love to have all the help and all the manpower of every talented creators, animators, artists, drawer, like painters and such to help me create this masterpiece. I am not going to have all that money to myself other than the intellectual property copyright. I want to have 100% ownership of it. I'm paying all of you the money if I can study market better and understand the inflation, understand the whole market surrounding all these animation, just like every anime creator, like Sujo, Shonen Jump, Cartoon Networks, all these cartoon animations, and all these television series that are on television from the past to now, like Disney, Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, all that. I'm trying to produce my own series 2D anime, like every independent anime creator on Crunchyroll that got their anime streaming on Crunchyroll. I'm not gonna watch 1 million or 1 billion anime for nothing. I want to produce my own anime, so I want to make that loud and clear. So thank you for watching and hearing me out. So it continues my Supremacy Clash Between Heroes and Villains, my original Wattpad story, into a professionally produced 2D anime series pipeline project. My ultimate career goal is to become the next anime creator, producer, developer, and director. I have spent years writing stories since fifth grade, through middle school and high school, creating characters, developing fictional nations, planning military conflicts, and building the larger world of supremacy. Well, pretty much the universe or the Antinaverse, called the planet of TITANUMAS, the isekai alternative world of Earth. So yes, the building the larger world of supremacy. I am now working to introduce the project to a wider audience and connect with people who understand animation, storytelling, entertainment production, financing, marketing, and distribution. And let me wear my Sword Online hat since I'm wearing a Sword Online t-shirt. Yeah, I noticed. And for those that loves Genshin Impact, Sino. You see, back then, MiHoYo Hoyoverse didn't exist. Genshin Impact didn't exist when it was around 2012. But you can see how far all this exists. I wish my anime exists just like this. All right, now I got a hat on, wearing a T-shirt, broadcasting live streaming on Facebook and YouTube. Don't feel like live streaming on Twitch and Rumble because I'll share the copy and compile it and share it on YouTube and Rumble anyway. The copy on Facebook. But as always, I'm promoting my Wattpad and trying to grow and reach a serious audience here. Appreciate the share and repost. And I'm not sure what my wife is or what's going on in the chat here. What my wife's posting. Oh, my wife is just sharing like three reels on the chat on one of the chat messenger. But yeah, I'm aware of what's going on around my surrounding. Right now, it looks like it's overcast. There might be sunny, clear sky. It's cloudy where I'm at in this neighborhood community. But yeah. So my ultimate career goal is to become an animator, creator, producer, developer, and director. I have spent years writing stories since fifth grade in elementary school, through middle school, through high school, creating characters, developing fictional nations, planning military conflicts, and building the larger world of supremacy. I am now working to introduce the project to a wider audience and connect with people who understand animation, storytelling, entertainment production, financing, financing, economic, marketing, and distribution. Supremacy, Clash Between Heroes and Villains, is a political, military, supernatural, science fiction, isekai, horror, and all kinds of genre all into one. Basically, if God writes his story, I'm the God of my story in a sense. So it's all genre, but political, military, supernatural, science fiction, science fantasy, isekai, and action stories set in the distant future. Its world is controlled by 8 extremely powerful rulers, dictators, known as absolute leaders, 4 heroes and 4 villains. Each leader commands a separate regime, territory, military force, ideology, and population. The 4 heroic absolute leaders are General Sunbeam, Solar Regime, Lady Moonbeam, Lunar Regime, ex-Vice Colonel Starbeam, Star Regime, Professor Galaxbeam, Galaxy Regime. Together, they form the Allied Evolution Salvation, or AES. Now, on the opposing side, the 4 villainous absolute leaders are Lord Darkwing, Darkham Regime, Blackwing, Blackham Regime, Shadowwing, Shadow Regime, and Dr. Deathwing, Death Regime. Together, they form the Bullying Revolutionary Deficiency, or BRD. Absolute leaders or the dictators possesses extraordinary strength, resilience, intelligence, supernatural abilities, and near unstoppable battlefield powers. They are like super 3 times, 5 times Superman, One Punch Man, and all these OP overpowered anime characters combined into one. So they have all the superpowers in the world. They have all the super skills. They are about near godlike, immortal, invulnerable, invincible. They have all near unstoppable battlefield power. Ordinary soldiers and lesser fighters or lesser superheroes and conventional warfare and weaponry cannot easily defeat them. Not even traps or not even those perilous traps like being eaten or petrified or such. Not even those lousy Final Destination incidents would harm them. So not even natural damage or disasters or such, along with ordinary soldiers and lesser superhero fighters, cannot easily defeat them. The central rule of the story of this genre is that only an equal can truly defeat another equal, creating a major conflict between eight ruler class characters and their armies and followers. Now, my goal is to develop this story through a complete production pipeline involving screenwriters, concept artists, character designers, background artists, storyboard artists, animators, voice actors, casting directors, editors, composers, sound designers, producers, production managers, legal advisors, investors, marketing specialists, merchandise designers, and distribution partners. Just like every other anime creators, just like the creator of Naruto, the creator of Bleach, the creator of Death Note, the creator of Code Geass, The Lucha of the Rebellion, or Haki no Lelouch, the creator of Pokemon, the franchise, the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh! Franchise, the creator of Sword Art Online, the creator of ReZero, the creator of JoJo Bizarre's Adventure, the creator of Digimon, the creator of Bobobo, the creator behind Zatch Bell, the creator behind Prince of Tennis, the creator behind Naruto no Go, the creator behind Rave Master, the creator behind One Piece, the creator behind Devilman Crybaby, the creator behind Berserk, the creator behind Attack on Titan, the creator behind every Sujo anime, every female themed Sujo anime, the creator behind every independent fan service, ecchi related anime like High School DxD, in a world where I forgot what it's called. In a world, I think the Japanese anime is called Shomena. Oh yeah, in a world where dirty jokes doesn't exist. That's what it's called. So every independent fan service ecchi anime out there, every typical kid-friendly cartoons on Cartoon Network, Disney, Nickelodeon, and I would say every movie's out there. Every movie's and independent 30-minute shows and I don't know, Game of Thrones, like all that, you name it, everything on television and that you can watch on streaming service. I cannot stress this enough, and I'm saying it again once more on my previous live stream and on every images and video and reel I produce here, via AI. I want to produce my own anime traditional pipeline production. I want my project to come true, and I'm trying really hard to project, to have my voice spread out there, to communicate out there to all of your viewers, audience, and to all every studio industries out there, every animation studio industry out there. So once again, my goal is to develop this story through a complete production pipeline involving screenwriters, concept artists, character designers, background artists, storyboard artists, animators, voice actors, casting directors, editors, composers, sound designers, producers, production managers, legal advisors, investors, financiers, marketing specialists, merchandise designers, and distribution partners. So I made myself loud and clear here. I want a complete production pipeline, just like every other anime creators that got their anime onto Crunchyroll, and formerly back then, Funimation. I am also open to responsible, ethical AI-assisted development for brainstorming, concept visualization, drafting, pre-production planning, promotional materials, and early proof of concept work. However, my larger ambition and my in-game career goal is to build a serious collaborative production involving skilled human creators and industry professionals. I mean, I grew up without AI. AI did not exist back then. Modern day AI that is now oversaturating all over the internet, from ChatGPT, Gemini, Grok, Venice, Perchance, every these new AI stuff I've not heard of, is growing or slowly growing or making its name for itself. Music AI like Udio AI, Suno AI, 11, Anime 11 or Voice 11, I forgot what it's called. Those voice AI, like there AI, almost anything is out there, and of course AI robots, self-driving vehicles, like Waymo, it's out there. Like all that didn't exist back then. All that did not exist in 2012, 2013, 2014, back when George W. Bush was president, when President Obama was president, when Trump became president the first term. Look, I'm only saying politics, all these previous POTUS, just to really paint the timeline on it. On these AI did not become open to the public until I don't know, maybe into 2022 around there. Like they were alpha testing or something. I don't know. Well, at least with ChatGPT that I know of, for the first AI, for the first text-based AI. But as I was saying, I grew up without AI. I grew up not using this, and I know I'm on Wattpad. I promote it. I am sharing my Wattpad right now. Still stuck at 10 followers, and all those stories I've written from prologue to chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 10. I hand typed that on my phone. I've been writing stories on my phone on Wattpad, and I was introduced to Wattpad by WolfDog19, by the user WolfDog19 that has 24 followers still and hasn't posted anything new and hasn't updated his or her profile on Wattpad. But he or she has created the same year, created his or her account in the same year as I did, and has 24 followers and didn't post any story. While I've been posting a lot of story, staying updated, staying posted on Wattpad, and still stuck at 10 followers, 10 followers. I just don't know what the hell is going on with that. Why am I not growing or breaking 50 followers, 100 followers, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 followers? What? I don't know what's going on. Like, why am I not deserved to be followed on Wattpad? What's going on? Like, I don't know what other authors have that I don't have on Wattpad, but hey, I use the hand type, typing on there on my phone and on the computer from prologue to chapter 10, I believe. They're rough draft and there's some typo or error. Good thing I didn't rewrite them using ChatGPT, but I'm just telling you, I've been writing around that time way before COVID-19 pandemic exists. So I'm telling you that there is consistency and proof there that none of that is AI generated until like chapter 50 or something. Until I created other stories I shown on there. But I'm being honest. So again, my goal is to develop this story through a complete production pipeline involving every of these artists coming together like the one piece straw hat, one big community of artists. And to I hope to be certified and licensed to own my own studio or something and create my own independent studio brand and hire everyone to work for me. I mean, this is considered a work for hire, so it would be like Monty Ohm's Ruby with Rooster Teeth. So it'll be another Rooster Teeth style of independent creators and all this. And I think we'll just create a unified YouTube because I want to make money and I'm trying to have some sort of content that can make money so I can pay all of you artists, so you can see what you can bring to the table. I want to start somewhere, and I'm doing it right now. I'm pitching this idea to all your viewers, audience, and to the Facebook, YouTube, to every social media platforms out there, trying to spread this word and get the message out. But again, I am also open to responsible, ethical AI-assisted development for brainstorming, concept visualization, drafting, pre-production planning, promotional materials, and early proof of concept work. However, my larger ambition, as I said, I'll say again, my larger ambition is to build a serious collaborative production involving skilled human creators and industry professionals. I hope to eventually pitch Supremacy clash between heroes and villains to animation studios like Crunchyroll, producers, publishers, distributors, and streaming. What the heck? Did I just pull that out? Oh, okay. Sorry, I got distracted. So yeah, to animation studios, producers, publishers, distributors, and streaming platforms capable of helping transform the project into animated episodes, trailers, films, merchandise, and a complete television quality production. I cannot stress that enough, that I am really trying hard to communicate and to address this to all of you viewers and audience and to the social media worldwide of the internet. I welcome constructive advice. Suggestions, leads, professional guidance, collaboration proposals, animation experience, voice acting interests, music production, investment guidance, studio contacts, and legitimate entertainment industry connections. I welcome you all and I appreciate the help I can get to make this a reality. And I know what you're thinking. You want money, you can have the money. I was thinking of One Piece Gold Rogers. My fortune is for the taking, but you have to find it first. I hid everything in One Piece. Ever since, pirates from all over the world set sail for the Grand Line, searching for One Piece that will make their dreams come true. Yo, dreaming. Wow, I am, well, I'm just being myself. I'm not very good at voice acting. I ain't good at anything. I can't even draw or animate. I can only just be me. I'm only good and perfect at being myself. You have to give me that. But again, just like Gold Roger said, in a similar sense, you want the money, you can have the money. But you have to work for me to work for it. All I want in return is to produce anime. That's all I care about. I want to see my own anime. I want people to invest into my idea. I will do my best to make your dream come true. And you, like, I want to, I'm basically combining being an entrepreneur, business owner, and somewhat of a landlord all in one, hoping to own my own studio or something, or rent out a studio. I honestly want to buy out a studio if I had the money, but I'm poor, I'm broke, I'm not a rich person. I don't care what anyone thinks. If me and my immediate family member are rich, they ain't gonna help me with that. They're not gonna help me with a super competitive, oversaturated artistic goal here because artistic or art in general is very competitive. My 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 family member is not gonna sink all their money to help me achieve this kind of ambition. So I'm telling you as it is. I'm not rich myself. I still gotta pay for this household, keep the roof over my head, and still have to pay rent, electricity. I'm just an ordinary human being. I don't know how I can really promise something if I can't because I am not financially disciplined, and that's why I will have to say I will say this in the casino sense. I need financier investors that were willing to gamble their money to help make this a reality. I am thinking about creating, like, jumpstart this or kickstart this project on Kickstart.com, hoping to own an industry or studio. But once again, I welcome constructive feedback, suggestions, advice on how to start this somewhere. I know already. I don't want to talk about AI. I understand politics around AI, and it's so polarized with all the hate and disagreement with AI. And I'm telling you, I am not profiting off of that. I don't cheat. I don't scam. I don't con anyone. Just lying that all these AI are hand drawn. No, no. I disclose them. I cite the source. But I'll say it again. I welcome constructive advice, professional guidance, collaboration proposals, animation experience, voice acting interests, those that have networks like coordination or networks or some connections with Crunchyroll or other independent animation studios, industries, music production, investment guidance, studio contracts, and legitimate entertainment industry connections. I welcome all of you. You want the money, you can have it. Right now, I just don't have the money saved up, and I am trying to open a bank with a good interest to start, so I can start saving and start funding this project. This means a lot to me, and if you want money, I'll give you money. I'm paying for you as a one big giant commission. Work for hire, giant commission. That's right, you heard it loud and clear. I've already been paying several artists to draw a lot of explicit characters, and I am trying to find all those safe for work drawn artists and try to, try to credit them and to try to build that as my starting portfolio. But a lot of my commissioned artwork are not safe for work, so I can't really show that on Facebook unless I can try to censor it, but I still think it will get deleted because Facebook, YouTube, Instagram is not adult friendly. It is PG-13 at the best, I would say. So I'm saying this that I'm paying all of you as a work for hire, like how Monty Ohm and Rooster Teeth did it. Basically, similar how they do it. I'm just saying all this, and I'm hoping that I can again hoping to go viral on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and I think if I had to say why I want to be monetized or get monetized, and what I'm gonna do with all that money I make on as a content creator, funding this anime project. I don't want the profit. I want the intellectual property and copyright. You artists and voice actors, animators, and all those that contribute I would just say you can have the free copy, the whole free season on the house. I mean, to be fair, you also own part of the copyright too, so I'm trying to be fair, but I want 100% of the copyright intellectual property. I own the work. I want to be the one to distribute it. I want to be the one to share it and sort of brag about it and say, hey, thank you to all the animators, artists, and all that. I want to credit them and thank everyone for making this dream a reality. I want to be the next producer, creator, developer, director behind this anime project, Supremacy, Clash Between Heroes and Villains. So, Wattpad story, there's a link that I shared on YouTube and Facebook. So, thank you for watching, sharing, reposting, commenting, following, and subscribing. Every legitimate connection and form of support helps this original project reach a wider audience and hopefully to pitch the idea to growing animation studios out there, hoping to reach that correct and legitimate industries out there. I am General Sunbeam, writer, streamer, aspiring anime creator, producer, and director. Hashtag Supremacy, Clash Between Heroes and Villains. So once again, this is the 5th time I am promoting my, pitching this idea out there, and I appreciate for the share and repost. So please do that, spread the word, and help me get there. It's been like several years, like few years, 2 years, and I haven't gone anywhere. I haven't made any progress, staggering progress where I want to be. I don't want to work at Amazon. I really don't. I mean, I don't mind continuing to work for where I work at, but this is my dream here. I don't want to retire, not, retire. I don't want to retire off of working at McDonald's, for instance. I want to be honest, but this is what I dream. This is my dream right here, turning this into an anime series, seasons and all that. Supremacy, Clash Between Heroes and Villains. As you can see here, I've written a lot of chapters. So anyway, back to my previous live stream. I was falling asleep, so I took a nap and had to end the stream early. I was trying to finish up what I want to say here. So once again, back to fandom events. So I'm revisiting this topic again, spreading awareness of consumer awareness and making sure that all of you attendees that have purchased the early bird tickets for any of the event, whether that's Moonbeam Festival, Art Life Expo, Intention Shadow, make sure to get your money back. Contact your bank, contact your credit card, get your charge back or whatever, get your money back. And share and repost, spread the awareness. The existing fandom event page on Kickstarter still displays links associated with Windbloom 2026, Enchanting Shadows, and Alt Life Expo. Because those listings appear alongside an official company statement, saying that fandom events has ceased operations. Consumers should not assume that the listings are current. Before purchasing anything associated with those names, contact the venue and ticket platform directly. Contact the venue and ticket platform directly. Ask who is producing the event now. Ask who is producing the event now, whether the venue contract remains active, whether existing tickets will be honored, and which company is legally responsible for refunds and vendor agreements. I did not find a newer, clearly attributable announcement from the original organizer on Facebook or Twitter X that resolves these inconsistencies. It's no new announcement or updates from Facebook or Twitter X, or not even someone that are associated with the owner of Fandom Event Lion and Crown, like no successor or other staff that have worked with them. So, or like there's no update or announcement or any indication on Facebook, Twitter X, or Instagram, and there isn't anyone or any independent attendee or previous attendee that have regularly attended to all these events under that brand that are sharing any updates coming from them. That as far as I know, that does not prove that no statement exists. It means consumers should continue checking official verifiable sources rather than relying on rumors, false narratives, he said, she said, hearsay, and just word of mouth or just typing posts, comments, and all that. It should be coming from the organizer, but if the organizer hasn't said anything, then very likely that all these events are canceled. So don't waste your time traveling or going to your hotel and realize, oh, the event has been canceled and you wasted all your time and gas traveling there for nothing. That's why I stress this and trying to save every attendee and letting the consumer and customer know about this kind of problematic behavior. This is bad business practice, shady business dealings, and that's scam, theft, and con artists. Report Part 5 Allegations, Evidence, and Fair Reporting. Part 5 Allegations, Evidence, and Fair Reporting. The word allegation means that a person or organization has claimed that something happened. An allegation is not automatically proven, but it is also not automatically false. So that's your definition of allegation. So an allegation is not necessarily hearsay. A first-hand statement from someone describing what they personally experienced is personally experienced is different from a rumor repeated by someone who was not present. So again, an allegation is not necessarily hearsay. A first-hand statement from someone describing what they personally experienced is different from a rumor repeated by someone who was not present. Who was not present. Okay, what's going on here? Who's texting me or messaging me now? Is it? Oh yeah, of course. It's my wife and one of her friends. Okay. Sorry about that. Keep on getting those messengers chat. All right, is my phone 100%? Ooh, nice. I'll go ahead and switch out. Try and charge my battery charger pack. I still got credit card bills to pay, then eventually got lot rent to pay, and then the house and electricity. Oh my gosh. So as I was saying, and so yes, that's what the allegation or allege mean. The presumption of innocence is an important principle in criminal law. However, private conventions, employers, venues, and customers may make safety or business decisions without waiting for a criminal conviction. Those decisions should still be based on fair procedures, reliable information, due process, and clearly written policies. When discussing allegations, publicly state who made the claim, use words such as alleged, reported, or according to. Include the accused person's denial or response when available. Distinguish criminal charges, civil lawsuits, employment decisions, convention bans, and social media criticism. Do not say that someone was convicted when no conviction exists. Do not say that a court proved an allegation true when the court ruled only on a procedural, contractual, or defamation issue. Do not organize harassment, threats, stalking, or doxing. Yeah, don't be doing that. Do not contact relatives, employers, or unrelated associates merely to punish someone. Don't be doing that. Don't be mobbing. Don't be organizing all these kind of mobs just to attack something like that, someone like that. Moving to part 6. Part 6, Vic Mignogna. Vic Mignogna. Vic Mignogna is an English language voice actor known for roles including Edward Elric and Full Metal Alchemist franchise. In 2019, fans and industry colleagues publicly accused him of inappropriate conduct. Mignogna denied wrongdoing and later filed a civil lawsuit against Funimation and several individuals alleging defamation, interference, and related claims. The trial court dismissed his claims, and the Texas appellate court affirmed the dismissal. That result concerns his civil lawsuits. That result concerns his civil lawsuit. It should not be presented as a criminal conviction because it was not one. Because it was not one. It also should not be simplified into a statement that a criminal court prove every allegation true or false. Now, moving on to Anime Matsuri, AM. Anime Matsuri convention presently lists Mignogna as a guest. That's for sure. You can, if you were to Google search that, I'm sure it will be mentioned somewhere on the website or something, or down the Internet Archive. Anime Matsuri presently lists Mignogna as a guest. Consumers may consider the available public information and make their own decision about attending, which should be strongly recommended that every attendee or consumer or customer should make his or her own available public information and make their own choice decision about attending and not listen to someone that are against Anime Matsuri or Mignogna or certain guests or staff or volunteer that are there just because of what they say or hearsay or he said, she said. You make your own decision. You have your own freedom. Follow your own choice. Don't go because someone else disagrees with the whole convention and is persuading you not to go. That's what I'm trying to communicate here. I don't do that. I don't tell anybody. I mind my own business. I don't really persuade anybody. I don't believe in all that. You have your own freedom. You have your own rights. You make your own choice and decision whether to attend or not to attend. Event organizers should publish and enforce clear harassment, consent, photography. So again, event organizers should publish and enforce clear harassment, consent, photography, videography, autograph line, and attendee conduct policies, regardless of who appears as a guest. Make sure there are clear security cameras and CCTV cameras posted all around the corner, making sure they don't cover any blind spots if possible. Part 7. Part 7, Whole Wheat Pete and D Pity. Whole Wheat Pete and D Pity. A separate cosplay controversy involved creators known as Whole Wheat Pete and D Pity. D Pity or P Diddy or something? D Pity. They received substantial public criticism after appearing in a P. Diddy and young Justin Bieber themed skit at a convention. Critics argued that the skit made light of serious abuse allegations and the experiences of alleged victims. That's what that's what the issue's about. The public backlash and criticism are documented online. However, much of the available discussion comes from social media, commentary videos, and Reddit rather than court findings. Yes, the public backlash and criticisms are documented online. However, much of the available discussion comes from social media, commentary videos, and Reddit rather than court findings. It is reasonable to criticize the judgment, subject matter, and effect of a public skit. It is not responsible to turn that criticism into unsupported claims of criminal guilt. Creators should obtain meaningful consent before involving attendees in videos, just to be fair. Creators should obtain meaningful consent before involving attendees in videos, physical comedy, touching, cosplay is not consent, stage falls, surprise interactions, or potentially humiliating content. A costume is not consent. A costume is not consent. Attendance at a convention is not consent to be touched, recorded at close range, used in monetized content, or made part of a stunt. I mean, that's going to be hard for a lot of content creators and live streamers, especially there are press and photographers already at every conventions. I'm sure they pay for a press or a photographer badge, so that's probably considered consent right there. Part 8, Box of Props. Now, the latest allegations with Box of Props. Part 8. Regarding George Ross Martinez, also known online as Box of Props, the Mario cosplayer around the Houston area, I found social media pages making serious accusations, primarily on Instagram, but I did not find enough reliable independent reporting, official convention findings, or court documentation to summarize the specific claims as established facts. For that reason, I will not repeat detailed accusations as though they have been proven. I will not repeat that. And this is considered still continuing as allegations. It's unconfirmed. Don't know if it's proven or if it's true. But box of props, from my own personal understanding, box of props, the Mario cosplayer is still roaming free somewhere in the Houston area of Central Texas. He's still being himself, still probably being egotistical as the Instagram claim, and that's what I could say. Sorry, I'm just getting distracted. I was watching something on my own Rumble channel. So yes, I will not repeat. I already said a lot of this that allegations are not like true or proven or confirmed. It's just allegation. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it happened. It is someone that reported claims that this the accused did something wrong. Anyone with first-hand evidence, so anyone with first-hand evidence should preserve the original messages, photographs, video, dates, location, witness information, and communications. Reports should be directed to convention management staff, venue security, platform safety teams, or law enforcement when appropriate. Public warning accounts can raise awareness, but anonymous posts and repeated rumors are not substitute for verifiable evidence or an official investigation by law enforcement or court procedures. Now moving on to part 9. Part 9, security cameras. Now CCTV, security cameras, surveillance, and responsible reporting. Part 9. Many public facilities use CCTVs or other surveillance systems, but cameras are not everywhere, and there are blind spots, so people can still get away. A camera, a camera may be turned away from an incident, blocked, malfunctioning, inactive, or subject to a short retention period. Video may lack sound or may show only part of an interaction. Never assume that a camera recorded everything, which is sad and can be scary. Which is why I would have a body camera and I would be the vigilante would be live streaming to capture everything here, capture around my surrounding, and that's what I've been doing as a content creator and a live streamer here, aside blogging and promoting stuff. But yes, they do use CCTV and other surveillance systems, but cameras are not everywhere, and a camera may be turned away from an incident, blocked, malfunctioning, inactive, or subject to a short retention period. Video may lack sound or may show only part of an interaction. Never assume that a camera recorded everything. Security footage can help preserve evidence, clarify timelines, or corroborate witnesses. It is still only one source of information and must be interpreted carefully. if if an incident occurs, report it promptly. So if an incident occurs, report it promptly so authorized personnel can preserve any available recording before it is overwritten. Do not touch evidence. Do not touch evidence. Enter restricted areas. Follow someone into an unsafe location or confront a potentially dangerous person merely to obtain proof. For immediate danger, call 911 or the appropriate emergency service. For non-emergency concerns, notify staff, security management, the venue, or local non-emergency authorities. The usual saying goes, see something, say something should mean reporting specific, observable behavior, not profiling someone because of appearance, disability, race, clothing, religion, creed, sex, political beliefs, or personal style. Describe what the person did, like their behaviors and their actions, not what you imagine the person, not what you imagine the person might be doing. Now, now with that being said, let's see. Now with that being said, police or cops, they are there to protect the people, but not all police are law-abiding, citizens. There are corrupt police. But I'm just saying police in general and security and law enforcement are there to enforce rules, policy, and to keep everyone safe. Just remember that. I don't understand why everyone doesn't like to follow the rules. I don't know what's so good about it, but yeah. So anyway, moving on. Part 10, closing message. Closing message. Rules are not meant to remove enjoyment from pools, beaches, water parks, conventions, or community events. Rules exist to reduce predictable risk, protect shared property, preserve public health, and help everyone return home safely. That's what the rules, policies are there for. Then, so please pay attention to your surroundings. Look ahead and check the ground around you. Respect personal boundaries. Follow posted rules. Listen to authorized staff. Supervise children and vulnerable swimmers, sorry. So again, supervise children and vulnerable swimmers. Verify event information before spending money. Document concerns accurately. Report serious hazards through the proper channel. Do not spread rumors or gossip as facts. Do not do not take enforcement into your own hands. Be calm, observant, respectful, and responsible. Health and safety must remain the highest priority. Thank you to everyone who follows the rules, respect the community, and helps make public spaces safer and more welcoming. And that's the memo. I am General Sunbeam, Sunbeam Titan, Sunbeam, content creator, live streamer, and once again, I'm promoting my Wattpad here, Supremacy Clash Between Heroes and Villains. You can see I've written so many chapters here on Wattpad. Once again, I do appreciate any of you viewers watching this following me here. I'm still stuck at 10 followers as of June 19th, 2026, on Juneteenth on Friday, June 19th, 2026, Juneteenth at 3:03 p.m. At around 3:03 p.m., still stuck at 10 followers at the time of this live stream recording. Well, that's all I gotta say. I'm gonna go ahead and end the live stream and I'm gonna compile all this to post this on Rumble and all that. Thank you for the follow, subscriber, share, and repost. Yeah, I am General Sunbeam. Peace. All right, testing, testing, one, two, three. Oh man, I could really use a cup of coffee. Oh boy, I'm gonna be so sleepy and tired. I'm doing doing Friday lunch drop gig out at ATX. Oh boy. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It is 7:11. In a little sense. It's literally 7:11 in the morning. I'm not referring to that gas station or that convenience store 7-Eleven, but it is Texas Central Daytime 7:11. It is 7:11 a.m. here at Texas. It's morning. It looks like it might rain later on. It is June 19th, 2026. So again, 7:11 a.m., June 19th, 2026. It's Friday, so happy June. Well, I don't know if I should say that, but it's Juneteenth. It's the history month. It's the holiday. I believe the office is closed. Yeah, the office is closed, and yeah, I don't know if I'm going to get a text from my superior or my supervisor or from the management that I should come into work at 10 or something because of a major holiday, but I know the pool will be open. Regardless, the pool will be open at 10 and it might rain. It might rain and I come in at 5 p.m. 5 p.m. for Friday. So the office is closed today and will reopen on the 20th, I think, or I don't know. But today is Juneteenth. Juneteenth. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good day to all of you viewers and audience watching, hearing me out, promoting my Wattpad channel. As of now, since I've been live streaming yesterday and the day before, I'm still stuck at 10 followers. 10 followers here on Wattpad. Come on, you can just check me out. I'm General Sunbeam, Sunbeam007 on Wattpad.com. Just follow me on there. Can't hurt to hit the follow button. Can't hurt to share and repost Supremacy Clash between heroes and villains. So let's get on it. Usual viewer discretion is advised just in case, and exercising open door policy and freedom of speech and liberty of uncensorship. You already know me. At this time, for all new audience and viewers, you already know me. I'm General Sunbeam, Sunbeam Titan, Sunbeam, here in Central Texas. You've seen me somewhere, you probably have recognized me. I mean, you have seen me somewhere, recognized me, and you know, as a Mongolian server, Mongolian stir fry server, main event, pinballs, Amazon worker, DoorDash, Uber Eats. You see me in public cities. I'm talking about Central Texas, from Austin, Pflugerville, Round Rock, Manor, San Antonio, Dallas, Frisco, Mesquite. If you see me somewhere or you see me in passing, then I am around. You have at least recognized me from, barely scratching the surface, but I am a content creator, a live streamer, and I'm a blogger, and you know me. I love recording stuff and trying to grow as a prospective and successful content creator. I'm very tired having to wake up at 5:40, 4:30, 4:40, 4:50 a.m., 5 a.m., 5:30 a.m. to take my wife to work. I just got home and still tired. Still tired. Alright. As I was saying, let's get on point here. So I'll just read off here again. Part 4. Welcome to General Sunbeam Live, Part 4. This live stream continues on as my fourth part of my live stream, continuous live stream to promote my Wattpad, my Wattpad profile channel, and promoting one of my long-standing original stories since around 2013 or 2014. Somewhere around there when I got back into writing, and this is before modern AI in 2019, like later on to this modern year. This live stream continues my creator development series and provides an IRL update on my long-term dream project, Supremacy, Clash Between Heroes and Villains, an original Wattpad story that I personally hope to develop into a serious 2D anime style production. And I pray to the Lord to grant me that wish and hope somebody will come forward, step forward, and say, Sunbeam Titan, General Sunbeam, I heard you are trying to turn your original story or something, your original concept, I think Supremacy, into a 2D anime style. Is that correct? And I'm like, yes, sir, yes, ma'am, absolutely. I appreciate I appreciate all the legitimate help. And I mean legitimate. No scam, no scandal, no solicitation. I know I've been getting all those cold outreach on from DeviantArt and sometimes on Facebook and Instagram with all these artists pitches, these claim artists that try to reach me out on Discord and they pretend to like my story or care, but I already know their ploy and I'm trying to document all that on ChatGPT and try to report them for false advertisement and spam and scam. I'm getting tired of all these fake artists and dishonest, shady business practice. But again, I really appreciate legitimate artists and legitimate traditional anime pipeline with knowledge or any form of connections with Crunchyroll and such. I need a Crunchyroll representative that can help me to create this traditional anime pipeline. I want my long-term dream project, Supremacy, clash between heroes and villains, an original Wattpad story that I hope to develop into a serious 2D anime production. My creative mission, my long-term career goal is to become an anime creator, producer, and director in 2026, hopefully 2027. Supremacy is an original fictional universe involving heroes, villains, political regimes, military conflict, supernatural abilities, loyalty, betrayal, survival, diplomacy, ideology, and large-scale warfare in a fantasy alternative isekai dimension, which is like isekai word version of Earth, which I call it, which the name of the planet is called TITANUMAS. It is it is truly an isekai with fantasy superpowers, where these dictators known as absolute leaders, which are my 8 characters, 4 heroes, 4 villains, all with superhuman, Superman, near immortal, godlike powers, where only equals can break and defeat equals. In this case, they can defeat each other on equal level. The story centers on 8 exceptionally powerful rulers known as absolute leaders, or dictators known as absolute leaders. 4 represent the heroic alliances, which are General Sunbeam, Lady Moonbeam, ex-Vice Colonel Starbeam, Professor Galaxbeam. 4 heroic alliance. 4 represent the opposing villainous alliance, are known as Lord Darkwing, Blackwing, Shadowwing, and Dr. Deathwing. Each absolute leader commands an independent regime with its own territory, cities, military forces, followers, political structure, and philosophy. The central power rule is that only an equal can defeat an equal. Ordinary soldiers, conventional militaries, lesser fighters, or lesser superheroes, and standard weaponries cannot easily defeat an absolute leader. A meaningful challenge generally requires another ruler of comparable power. And that is my rule. This is my structure here, what I'm pitching here, to turn into a 2D serious anime production. This is my anime project that I hope to be put on the big screen on TV and television. The production goal, I want to develop Supremacy beyond its current form as a Wattpad story. More than that, beyond a Wattpad story. Live stream topic and social media project. My larger vision includes screenwriting and story development, character and environment design, storyboarding and animatics, 2D animation and compositing, voice acting and voice direction, music composition and sound design, editing and post-production, production management and financing, legal, copyright licensing and distribution support, marketing, posters, apparel, collectibles, cups, and other merchandise. I remain open to traditional human-led production and carefully disclosed ethical AI-assisted tools for drafting, concept development, visual planning, pitch materials, pre-visualization, and other early production work. Collaboration notice. Writers, artists, character designers, storyboard artists, animators, voice actors, editors, composers, sound designers, producers, investors, legal professionals, studio representatives, and distribution specialists are welcome to contact me with serious advice or collaboration proposals Please and thank you. So there you go. Open for collaboration. And I said this on my previous live stream on promoting my Wattpad here. Promoting visibility on my Wattpad and trying to grow and be a prospective, successful content creator. And I want to make sure this is recording, actually recording here. Okay. Yeah, I'm recording as usual, recording on Rumble and Twitch, and I'm not sure why it's not like last on my previous live stream on Rumble it's not showing the camera, so I don't know if it's also showing the IRL web camera on Twitch, but okay, but I'm streaming 4 ways again, Facebook and YouTube. I should go ahead and turn off the light. The sun is rising. It's 7:21 a.m. in the morning. You get some drink of water too. Okay. All right. So yes, I'm open to collaboration. As I said earlier, I want to produce a traditional human-led pipeline here and create my own anime. So far, 3 times I live streamed. This is the fourth time I live stream, fourth part, continuing this endeavor. And so far, I have not received any comments or messengers or any Facebook Messenger, Instagram chat, or Discord, or any form of communication from anyone here on Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, or Twitch. I haven't gotten any serious updates or any reach outs on this project. I am hoping that I can reach out on TikTok or something. I mean, I'm opening up many social medias to try to spread the word and really try to push this project like a news, like a mainstream news, like serious mainstream news about what I want to be. And I'm already, I'm trying really hard to get there, but nobody is really like reaching out or saying anything or responding and saying, General Sunbeam, I got the connection. I am a representative from Crunchyroll or something. I'm a representative from Rooster Teeth. I heard you've been talking about Monty Ohm's Ruby, RWBY, the animation, the American web animation of Ruby. You've been wanting to be like him and or in a similar shoes as him. I can help you with that. I got a crew of skilled artists, animators, and all that you're looking for, and we're gonna help you make anime of your dream. I like your ideas. I like your concept. Let's do it. That's what I want to hear. But so far, nobody have actually reached out to me, no, have commented, responded, or reached out. And personally, it is frustrating. I'll tell you that it's frustrating. But yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm just getting distracted. Okay, sorry, I'm getting distracted. I was watching stuff. But anyway, again, the production goal. Oh my gosh, what was I doing? Yeah. So yeah, that's my goal is to create my own anime. And now moving on, consumer, consumer and online safety discussion. So here on the fourth part of this continuous live stream, we'll also address common online scams and suspicious messages, including fake lottery or prize claims, money flipping schemes, phishing and impersonation, fake employment or grant offers, catfishing and romance scams, blackmail and extortion attempts, requests for suspicious deposits, gift cards, cryptocurrency, or processing fees. A major warning sign is a promise of a large reward, prize, job, grant, or payment that requires an upfront release, verification, shipping, processing, or administrative fee. If there's usually a catch, if it costs money just to win a large sum of money, then that is obviously a red flag. Usually employment should not cost money, and I believe if it does, then they have to be very honest and transparent about it. They cannot hide it or have a hidden fee, but majority of employment should not cost money because you're trying to make money and you're trying to put food on the table. So it doesn't really make logical sense. So never send money simply because someone pressures you. Never send money simply because someone pressures you. Promises, guaranteed profit, demands secrecy, or claims an urgent deadline. Verify the person or organization independently and preserve screenshots, emails, receipts, account names, and payment records. Now, moving on to fandom events and Lion and Crown. Again, just trying to stay updated and posted as of this live stream. As of this live stream update, I will also briefly revisit publicly reported consumer concerns involving fandom events, Lion and Crown, event status, communication, ticket questions, and refund documentation. I'll just say it based on here, but it's posted here for this live stream on Facebook and YouTube, and to share this on Twitch and Rumble eventually. Oh man, I am so tired. It's almost 7:30 a.m. The weather isn't sunny. It's humid, extremely humid, mostly cloudy. It's 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh my gosh, it's hot. But yeah, this discussion is presented as public commentary and consumer awareness, not as legal advice or a declaration that any crime has been proven. So again, this discussion is presented as public commentary and consumer awareness, not as legal advice or a declaration that any crime has been proven. Consumers should preserve receipts, ticket confirmations, emails, screenshots, hotel records, payment statements, flight itineraries, and any official notice connected to an event purchases. So if you're a vendor or artist and you already purchased a booth for a table for Windbloom Festival, Alt Life Expo, Enchanting Shadows, based on the Tixar.com ticketing page tied to fandom events, save all that record, save that receipt, save your invoice, and try to get your money back. Reach out to your bank and credit card company and see what you can do. I'm continuing to spread this awareness about fandom events / Lion and Crown, and this is one strong example that the saying goes that money is indeed the root of all evil. That the organizer and the owner, if many are complaining are complaining about any fraudulent claims or any misconducts, largely that fandom event have claimed that they cease operation. Fandom events have ceased operation and will not take any responsibility or hold accountability for any past debt, past payment of previous events. So it looks like, based on my understanding, if you Google and search fandom events, the main website, they cease operation and will not take responsibility or accountability or liability for past payment, for past dues, overdues, or debts, or any money owed to vendors, artists, or other staff. There's a problem. That's a bad business practice there. That's what they claimed, and they say they're not, and fandom event is not held responsible. Same thing with Lion and Crown. So basically the organizer behind both of them is eluding financial responsibility, and that's what I'm stressing here and trying to help reach out to all the audience and viewers watching and across the internet. I mean, I don't know what more I can do, but I don't have a large fan base. I don't have a large follower. I'm very tired. I'm doing this because I really care about I care about the community. I mean, I'm really going above just simply letting my wife know about it and not go to Windbloom. And glad that I didn't spend money on the early bird ticket for Windbloom Festival when it was out last year on August 25th, somewhere on a Monday or Thursday. And and all I wanted is trying to paint a healthy world, build that utopian paradise. Like, yeah, in a sense, go back to I mean, hoping to live a better peace of mind lifestyle, and I'm doing what I can here, and what I can do is just communicate and warn the public, warn the attendees, customers, and consumers about fandom event, Lion and Crown, and any convention like that. They should not be leaving everyone in the dark. They shouldn't be ignoring their customers and the consumers that have spent the money on the early bird tickets for Windbloom Festival 2026, Alt Life Expo in Denver, Enchanting Shadows, or the exhibitors, early bird for exhibitors or vendors, a booth or table or something. And they shouldn't just be like, oh yeah, yeah, really leaving them in the dark and ignoring them and running away, stealing their money without any explanations. So they filed Chapter 7 bankruptcy, from what I understand, and there probably might be a civil lawsuit of theft or something. I mean, that's speculation up from there, but from what I know, Phantom Events has ceased operation on January 26, 2026, and will not produce any future events. They they switched it over to Lion the Crown, selling their digital assets, and Lion the Crown did say that they would not assume past debt or any financial obligations if they owed money to vendors or other staff, and that's bad. Looks like it obviously looks like theft, embezzlement, and eluding financial obligations. So I'm just really stressing that and really communicating that to many audiences and viewers on trying to get your money back. Try to reverse that ticket purchase. If you're going to Windbloom Festival, New Anime New Mexico, Alt Life Expo, Enchanting Shadows, or any convention tied to fandom events under that Tixar.com ticketing page, get your money back, reach out to your bank, and reverse the transaction if you can. Cancel your hotel, cancel your flights. There has been fair amount of controversy or scandal with the organizer of fandom event ever since the cosplay gala prom in 2023 that led to the creation of Kimochi Con, or the Waifu Expo, I believe. So I know I seen that or saw it on Instagram on a story, and there was a post. But again, on my previous live stream regarding Phantom Event, you can find it on YouTube. You can find it on my YouTube channel. You can find it on my Rumble channel, General Sunbeam. And I did post an update on Instagram. And you can find it. You can also search on the Facebook search engine too, on histories of Phantom Events and all that. There is no update as of now. There's no update from Phantom Event officially, or Lion Crown. I don't know if the owner or the organizer of Lion Crown is hiding or trying to keep private, keep a very low profile after all this allegations and scandals of trying to elude financial obligations and not paying their vendors, artists, attendees, staff, surrounding staff members. Oh no, it's not very good. So I'm making that my mission, and I continue sharing this, expressing this, exposing and calling out Phantom Event, Lion and Crown, of the organizer behind them both for not for being financially irresponsible and not being honest and transparent to the customer, to the consumers, to the vendors, artists, and staff. For those that work close to him, and I completely, it's a backstab and betrayal in a sense. I don't support shady businesses. I don't support scams and dishonest false advertisement and all that. Any con artist should be jailed and arrested and called out for that, for financial negligence. Other than that, that's about it. So Supremacy on Wattpad, I posted a link. And again, just promoting my social media platforms. Thank you for following, subscribing. Thank you for watching, sharing, following, subscribing, and supporting this creative journey. I am General Sunbeam, writer, streamer, content creator, aspiring anime creator, producer, director. And again, my social media platform, General Sunbeam, Solitaire Cosplay, and soon to be in 500 social platform channels. Just trying to grow and be out there, make a name for myself as usual. And remember that saying go, money is indeed a root of all evil, as they say. And I starting to agree and understand the point. Because that's what happened to Phantom Event. I'll use Phantom Event as an example. I mean, he's all about the money. He opened so many conventions, hosting a lot of events, and he met his Waterloo. He went down the slippery slope and owed a lot of money. And I didn't know he owed a lot of money. If that is true, which I assume is true, because he's eluding financial obligation, switching to a different brand, which basically the same owner. There has been a document procured from Discord or from Reddit, I think, exposing the organizer of Phantom Event, especially that one of the original face of promoting Phantom Event created Kimochi-con Waifu Expo. I probably might want to go. Probably might cut this stream short because I'm tired and I'm going to be driving all the way to Austin, half an hour to Austin to ATX to do my lunch drop gig. And the weather is cloudy, humid. It might rain, or likely it's going to rain. It might rain, and Texas weather is bipolar. It's unpredictable. It's confusing and conflicting, and so does people in general. People in general can be unpredictable. But yeah, I might take a nap. Otherwise, I might have to stop by Dollar Tree or nearby Dollar Tree or a budget store, a budget grocery store, and buy me coffee or an energy drink. And I'm trying to really stay off of that. I'm trying to be healthy. I have a I have a concern. I'm kind of personally concerned if I have high blood pressure from eating a lot of ramen or possibly sugar diabetes, but I feel like I might have high blood pressure because my chest is pounding and I feel anxious and I feel that little squeeze, the chest tightness. Just want to throw that out there. I did visit my doctor for my annual doctor visit, and the doctor told me to not eat ramen, cut down on energy drink, not drink too much coffee. Moderation, cut down on caffeine, get 8 hours sleep, do the healthy way, go out and exercise more, which I'm not, just to be honest, trying to work on it, but I can tell you I'm tired and that's how lazy I am. I'm just going to be honest about myself. But yeah, so I appreciate followers and hoping that I can make money and such. So yeah. Opening topic, politics, power, and everyday conflict. Before continuing into convention and event consumer awareness, I want to start with a broader thought about politics. Because politics connects to almost every topic in life, believe it or not. Politics is not only about the president, Congress, elections, government, political parties, breaking news, or national debate. Politics is also about people, opinions, disagreements, criticism, complaints, rules, authority, power, fairness, leadership, public trust, consequences, workplace policies, family arguments, school arguments, online comments, community issues, and everyday conflict. In a simple everyday sense, politics means people trying to influence each other, defend their opinions, challenge authority, complain about rules, debate what is fair, and decide who has power, control, responsibility, or accountability. Politics can be serious, politics can be messy, politics can be emotional, politics can also be funny, dramatic, exhausting, and sometimes unnecessary. Sometimes people debate respectfully, sometimes people become defensive, aggressive, offended, or unwilling to listen. Sometimes politics is about truth, justice, fairness, and leadership. Other times it becomes ego, control, rumors, corruption, and people trying to win the argument instead of solving the problem. One solid fact I always remember is this: the American flag here in the United States of America is not only red and blue. It's not only red and blue. It's not either red or blue. It's like not a single color, either solid red or solid blue. It is red, white, and blue. Once again, the American flag has three colors, and it is red, white, and blue. That white in the middle of the American flag matters too. To me, that represents balance, peace, discussion, neutrality, truth, and common ground. Another fact is this: Democrats, Republicans, Independents, Moderates, Conservatives, Liberals, and everyone in between all share the same land together. We drive on the same roads, we shop at the same stores, we work in the same communities, we go through the same weather, we go to school, we might see each other at school, we go to conventions or public events, we go to the park, exercise at gyms, go swimming, we pay bills, we take care of families, and try to survive everyday life. Is another fact. And political beliefs are abstract. They exist in the mind. You cannot physically pick up a political belief like a phone, a chair, a rock, a house key, or a piece of paper. Other than you can just write your political belief on it. You can write Democrat or Republican, but you're just writing it. It's just words. That's the point. Political beliefs are abstract. It's just in the mind. It's in your thoughts. They're abstract. That's what it means. It's not concrete. You can only write your political belief on a rock, but you're still picking up a rock that has all that little message written in it. You can't really pick up political beliefs itself, is what I'm saying. But again, they exist in the mind. You cannot physically pick up a political belief like a phone, a chair, a rock, a house key, or a piece of paper. Political beliefs are ideas, values, labels, arguments, disagreements, and opinions rhetorically. It's all talks. Yep, literally all talks. Like my mouth running off and on, talking about this, saying all this. Educating the general public of Facebook and the whole internet of onlookers what political beliefs and what it means and what politics is about, and understanding that it is just words, all talk, rhetorics. It literally is not going to harm you when people speak their minds. You just choose to feel insensitive and feel offended. They can be powerful, but they are still thoughts. What becomes real is how people act on those thoughts and how they treat one another. That's what's real. It's how people treat what is being said and all that. That is why politics should not automatically turn regular people into enemies. Disagreement does not automatically mean hatred. Debate does not have to become disrespect. Criticism does not always mean attack. Having a different opinion does not mean someone is evil. People can disagree and still share the same country, the same state, the same community, the same city, the same neighborhood, and the same basic human responsibilities. For academic, educational, and creative discussion, here are several ways to define politics as an acronym. Politics. First, politics. Politics. What's it good for? Absolutely nothing. Just an inspiration from War by Edwin Starr. But politics, acronym. P as in people, O as in opinions, L as in leadership, I as in influence, T as in tension, I as in ideas, C as in conflict, and S as in society. Politics. And then another one. Power, oversight, law, issues, truth, integrity, corruption, systems. People, opinions, lies, influence, tactics, interest, control, spin. Public order, leadership, integrity, trust issues. Issues, community safety, Problems, opinions, leadership, influence, tension, interest, criticism, solutions. Power, opposition, laws, ideology, tension, influence, control, society. People overacting, loudly, intense, internet comment sections. That's a good one. I might want to save that one. That makes sense for all the internet and the social media here. People overreacting loudly, intense internet comment sections. That is so true. Public opinions, logic, integrity, truth, ideas, conversation, solutions. People organizing laws, ideas together in civil society. I might say that one. That one actually makes more sense. Makes sense too. And for the word political, the acronym for political. People, opinions, leadership, influence, tension, integrity, conflict, authority, law. Another version of political, public order, laws, ideas, truth, integrity, community, accountability, leadership. One more creative version that connects to storytelling and world building, for at least for my supremacy class between heroes and villains. Power, order, loyalty, ideology, territory, influence, conflict, authority, legacy. At the end of the day, politics is everywhere. Believe it or not. At the end of the day, politics is everywhere. It is not always about red versus blue. It can be about rules, fairness, complaints, authority, consequences, accountability, and how people treat each other, when they disagree. Whether it is national news, local issues, community rules, family drama, online arguments, workplace policies, school debates, sports rivalries, or people arguing over something simple like two kids fighting over a last slice of pizza, or arguing over a pizza toppings or what to put on a sandwich. That is politics in its most basic form, or elementary school sense. The real question is simple. Can we disagree without losing respect? Can we debate without becoming hostile? Can we criticize without destroying each other? Can we solve problems without turning everything into chaos? Can we remember that the flag has three colors, not just two or a single blue or red dominant colors? That is my casual definition of politics. And to add on that, can we all get along? Because you and I are just a people. We're persons, people. We're not something else. That's the memo for regarding politics. And the basic definition in basic definition of politics. I just really want to get that out. I did post that on Facebook. I might save those images and copy and post it on Instagram as a broad reminder. And then let's talk up, and then part three, convention and event consumer awareness. Oh, I've already been talking about that numerous times. So where was I? Oh boy. Oh yeah, I was talking about police, cops, or police, 5-0. So the CCTV surveillance cameras, again, they're there to document and they serve as evidence. The security cameras are on your side if you're an innocent victim, but if you're a suspicious criminal or a culprit, they serve as concrete evidence. The purpose of security camera is to deter crime and to prevent crime. So security cameras shouldn't be a concern, and they are transparent about it. They post CCTV, 24-hour surveillance. They post that transparently, so there's no way that you can complain about it or file any form of lawsuits against surveillance. The purpose of surveillance is to deter crime, to keep the community safe, and they are on your side if you haven't done anything wrong. So you shouldn't be afraid of surveillance camera. But anyway, I will continue on. So, part three, convention and event consumer awareness. Again, just going back to talking about consumer awareness. The same safety mindset applies to anime conventions, cosplay events, comic conventions, festivals, concerts, pop-up markets, and fan gatherings. Before buying a ticket, verify the following. Confirm the organizer's legal or business name. Confirm the event directly with the announced venue. Read the ticket platform's refund and transfer policy. Check whether the dates and location matches across the organizer, ticketing platform, venue, and official social accounts. Save your receipts. Save your receipts, order numbers, confirmation emails, exhibitor contracts, hotel reservations, and screenshots. Determine whether tickets are refundable, transferable, or subject to a cancellation policy. Be cautious when an event changes names or brand, ownership, companies, venues, or dates. A social media advertisement or ticket page is not enough by itself. Contact the venue directly using independently located contact information. Do not rely only on a telephone number or a link supplied in a promotional post. If an event is canceled or becomes unreachable, contact the organizer and ticketing provider in writing. Preserve all correspondence. Ask the venue whether the event remains contracted. Review your payment provider's dispute deadline. Vendors should preserve contracts, invoices, payment records, booth assignments, and delivery promises. Do not wait indefinitely because someone keeps promising that an update is coming. Consumer protection and payment dispute deadlines may continue running. Now, leading into part 4, current fandom events and Lion and Crown updates, as I'm going back, revisiting and re-expressing this once more regarding fandom events / Lion and Crown, the same organizer, and what the hell is going on with them. As of this live stream, or at the time of this live stream, Fandom Events has publicly stated that it has ceased operations and will not produce future events. I'm making it my mission and going above and beyond to address this and to provide strong consumer awareness, whether you care or not, or choose to listen to me or hearing out this live stream or not. Fandom Events has publicly stated that it has ceased operation and will not produce future events. If you search the Fandom Event official website, it's shut down, canceled, and a lot of independent events under those brands are not showing the home page payment on buying tickets, and I don't know, the hotel where the convention center where the hotel will be held at, as well as the last time Wind Festival in 2025 was held there, if they are aware of all this situation. Its official website says that certain intellectual property assets, including event names, branding, and digital assets, were transferred to Lion and Crown LLC in January 2026. The statement also says Lion and Crown did not assume Fandom Events prior debts, refund responsibilities, vendor obligations, or claims. A public bankruptcy docket identifies a Chapter 7 bankruptcy case filed by Fandom Events LLC in January 2026. Public reporting connects Joshua Wilson to both Fandom Events and Lion and Crown. That business connection is relevant to consumers, but it does not by itself prove fraud, misconduct, or an unlawful transfer. But I may be wrong. It is possible. Those are legal conclusions that should not be made without reliable evidence or a court finding. And sorry viewers and audience, I'm going to call it there. I'm going to take a nap and get ready to do lunch drop, because I need my full rest. The weather might be shaky, it may rain, it's humid, it's very hot, it's 80 degrees outside. I don't see sun, so it's mostly cloudy and partly sunny. Very humid. It may rain later on, it may rain in a storm tomorrow. But yeah, I'm heading back to bed, and I'm gonna cut this live stream and well, do what I gotta do, and get ready for lunch drop later on. And then go back to my pool monitor, pool attendant shift here in this community neighborhood. So yeah, I'm General Sunbeam, and thank you for subscribing, following, and helping me grow. I'm a very tired man. And that's my Wattpad. Thank you for following me on Wattpad, and thank you for sharing Supremacy Clash Between Heroes and Villains. Once again, my goal is to become an anime producer, creator, and director, and I hope to retire doing that. I want to make this clear that Sunbeam Titan, General Sunbeam, I am not about the money. Money is the root of all evil. Money cannot bring happiness, believe it or not. I'm not about the money. So I hope that I can start somewhere, and hope series investors or Kickstarter or Jumpstarters can help me get Supremacy Clash Between Heroes and Villains from Wattpad onto the television, and I'll be great, very much. I'm gonna head off to bed. I'm gonna cut the live stream. So thank you for watching, and peace. Peace.